Okay, so good morning, everyone. Today we are going to learn the new concepts of diuretics. So basically, I had planned to discuss first with you people regarding importance of our one of the main organ, that is kidney. So this is a important organ, as you have already learned anatomy and physiology in your first year PharmD program. So you might have gone through the functioning, the anatomy and physiology of kidney. Means how the way kidney is organized, what are the major components, what are the what is called nephron, how many types of there are so many numbers of nephron units are present into kidney, and these two kidneys which are located at the back side of our uh, back, so at lower back, so at that point the two kidneys are located, and they are performing the functioning of purification of blood. In other words, they are trying to separate the urine from the blood, or they are trying to from the body. Okay, and this urine is composed of so many other chemical constituents. It can be urea, uric acid, or ammonia, ammonium salts, any salts which are solubilized in water, so etc. They are being excreted, removed from the body, because we the people are consuming not only water, whatever the water, whatever the food intake we people are taking, so either in the form of our solid, semi-solid, or liquid food, so some amount of constituents will be digested, and this digested constituents will be available in the bloodstream, in systematic circulation. So to maintain the body blood pressure, or to maintain the fluid in the body, this kidney plays important role. There are two kidneys. Kidneys are consisted of the specific unit, and that unit is called as nephron. Nephron is one of the unit of these kidney cells, and it try to perform the separation of blood or separation of these undesired constituents from the blood, and this is their major function of kidney. And we know that this nephron is consisted of three different parts: proximal convoluted tubuli, which is in close connection with Bowman's capsule. Then it comes to loop of Handle, which is upper limb and lower limb, right? You might be remembering the structure. Don't worry, I shall show some of the videos right now to you people, make you aware about this diuretics and kidney functioning. Then third part is called distal convoluted tubule, because it is little bit away from nephron, Bowman's capsules. That's why it is termed as distal convoluted, because it is having convolutions. And the next part, that is called collecting tubule, so which is called collecting duct also, and where the urine shall be collected from this loop of Handle, then collecting duct. And collecting ducts of different nephron units are collected. They will enter through the urine, through the ureter, into this. Uh, I mean to say, where the urine is stored. Urinary bladder is the name of Yes. So when the urine is there and this Bowman's the urinary bladder is full of this basically urine, then it will undergo contraction, and contraction will cause diuresis. Diuresis means nothing but it is simply a kind of, I mean to say, which is excretion of urine from the or our body. Okay, so basically this is a main functioning of kidney. Now we the people have two kidneys, right? Both the kidneys perform the same function, left kidney as well as right kidney. But sometimes it can cause disorders. Sometimes the working condition of kidney is repaired, or or we can say it is not functioning well. What are the conditions it can occur? One number one is kidney failure. If people is lot of if people is drink if patient is drinking lot of alcohols, under these conditions it can cause kidney failure, which is called renal failure. The dysfunctioning of renal or organs or kidney, that can be possible. Sometimes whatever the salts which are present, they should be solubilized in water. Sometimes because of some bacterial infection, there shall be something called cystitis. That is basically inflammation of this urinary bladder. And because of this, if kidney do not perform the functional, its function very well, then you will also find some drops of blood into urine. And blood into urine is termed as hematuria, presence of blood into urine. In this condition, we can take the sample of urine and can submit it to some lab, pathology lab, and they can perform the analysis, can identify the traces of urine. Especially, this may happen in small children, right, which are 1 to 5 year or less than that old. Young infants, this can be also possible, where they will have blood in urine, which is called hematuria, excretion of blood into urine. And this moment may be because of some bacterial infection. But however, if we give certain diuretics, such as you will learn diuretics, Lasix, furosemide, you have already performed the assay of this furosemide into your practical. It is a potent loop diuretic. So we are going to visit the structure of furan very soon in coming sessions. So this can be this function, or maybe sometime you have already heard that some people has developed something called this urinary stones, kidney stones, renal stones, either into the kidney, either in the pelvis or the cortex of kidney, or sometimes it is there in ureter as well, and that causes lot of pain, kidney stones. So all these conditions can occur with kidney. And there are certain medicines are also available that if we give certain amount of diuretics, then we can also remove this kidney stone. Some precaution Ayurvedic preparations are also available, which contains certain medicament that if you drink those syrups, your kidney stones will be dissolved and they will be excreted in the form of urine. So this is also there. So some medicines, Ayurvedic medicines such as Gokru, this is a cognostic medicine, which is a natural product. That is for perfect for this kind of kidney stones. So this can happen with the kidney. Kidney is not a kind of organ which cannot be replaced. I mean to say, even if out of two, if one kidney is not functioning, Replacement of the kidney is also possible. And you might have heard the transplant. Replacement means transplantation of kidney. You might have heard in the recent newspaper that some young boy less than or young child less than 1 year old, he donated his heart, his kidney, and his brain to some other fellows. And because of this, there was some younger child in Russia, some other child in other city could survive. So these things are also possible, which is called transplantation, organ transplantation. Let us say kidney of one organ is transferred or transplanted to other people. But yes, there should be a perfect match for some kind of, let us say, the blood group should be matched. There should be some other kinds of factors, xenographic factors, etc. They should be matched. Then this kind of transplantation is easily possible. और ये आपने मूवी देखा होगा हेलो ब्रदर, ऑलरेडी आप देख चुके हो, ठीक है, जिन्होंने देखा है वो जानते होंगे व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन दिस मूवी, where the heroic character Salman Khan, after his death, his heart was transplanted into other heroic character. So that way, heart transplantation is possible. Although वो रियली किया नहीं था, बट मूवी में तो ऐसा दिखाते हैं कि हार्ट इज ट्रांसप्लांटेड, सलमान खान का जो हार्ट था वो किसी और को they have transplanted. And because of whatever the feelings of Salman Khan was later on executed in other heroic character. So this is one of the movie where it is shown. दूसरा भी एक मूवी है उस वो सलमान खान का ही है. I forget the name of that movie, but उसमें the kidney of Salman Khan was transplanted to Rishi Kapoor. He is supposed to be his father, but उसमें भी आप I forget forgot the name of that movie. इसमें ऐसा हुआ तो वो सॉन्ग भी है उसका ऐसा. आई रिमेम्बर द सॉन्ग ऑफ दैट मूवी. नहीं टैक्स, नहीं फैक्स, नहीं जेरोक्स, मैं तो अपने पापा की कार्बन कॉपी. आई फॉरगेट द नेम बट आई रिमेम्बर दिस सॉन्ग. So in that movie also, this transplantation of kidney is is there. And not only in movie, this is also possible in real life. Huh? So I'm not giving the examples of movie, but movie is here because you might have seen somewhere when during your free time, wherever. So transplantation of kidney is also possible. That people in general may survive within one kidney as well. बट वो उस टाइम पे है ना, जो दो किडनी का काम है वो एक किडनी पे आ जाता है. So this way it can increase the load of purification of urine. બે માણસોનું કામ એક માણસ પર આવી જાય તો તકલીફ પડી શકે. એવી રીતે તમને ખબર છે તમારી વર્ષમાં 3 સેશનલ લેવાય છે. There are 3 sessionals in third year pharmacy. But instead of taking 3 sessional, if we are taking only 1 sessional, the whole syllabus, the total, let us say 90 marks within one day, so your load will be enhanced. Your preparation need to be that will be much more higher because you know to prepare for these examinations will require more time. Similarly, दो किडनी का काम एक किडनी पे आता है ना, तो लोड, renal load is always in this condition is higher. So this way, the basics of this, I'm not going to show you different. I'm not going to touch you on the diuretics directly today. I'm just giving you what is called the renal functions, how the way separation and these things, etc., can be achieved. Okay, तो बहुत हो गई philosophy. Now let us go to the actual renal functioning. So I'm going to show some videos to you. Uh, Hope that you shall be able to learn the things about these kidney systems. Okay, so I'm going to show one of the video to you. Before showing this, I am just showing you this first of all the structure of nephron, structure of kidney. First of all, we shall learn the structure of nephron. So how this, I, I shall also share this video which are freely available on YouTube, and we'll try to explain what can be the functions of this kidney. It try to perform the removal of toxins from our body. It may be urea, it may be any other toxic substances basically from blood, because जो भी हम खाते हैं ना वो हमारे ब्लड में जाता है, यहाँ तक कि जहर भी हम खाते हैं तो भी वो हमारे ब्लड में जाए। किडनी का काम होगा इन जहर को बाहर निकालना, to remove the toxins from our body. So this is a major function of these kinds of kidney. Okay. So this is the structure of nephron. It is nothing but a filtration unit of kidney. जैसे हम चाय बनाते हैं ना, चाय बनाने के बाद चाहे उसको छन्नी होती है, जैसे गुजराती में कहते हैं गरणी. So that performing task is by this nephron. There are so many units, 10, 20. No, they are even more than units of one nephron. Nephron एक नहीं होता है. 1 million units in each kidney. Friends, remember, 1 million is equal to 10 lakh. So 10 lakh number of units, even maybe more than that, they are present. And उसको भी हम एक साथ एक करके एक अटैच करते जाए ना, 16 किलोमीटर जितना लंबा रास्ता बन सकता है. A road of 16 kilometers long, trying to connect one nephron, second nephron, third nephron, fourth, fifth, sixth. So that way it will be 16 kilometers long. This is a structure of nephron. The first portion is Bowman's capsule, where the different these veins or blood vessels are will make the glomerulus. This glomerulus in connection with proximal convoluted tubule. It is called proximal because it is much closer to Bowman's capsule. Proximal means closer. Convoluted because it is convoluted, having convolutions, valang are present. So that kind of convolutions is present. Distal convoluted tubuli because it is distally located, having some distance that is far from Bowman's capsule. That's why it is termed distal convoluted tubuli. The mid part is called Henle's loop, may be given from the name of the scientist Friedrich Henle. And there are two portions of this: upper limb, which is going upper side, lower limb, which is going downwards, and collecting duct, that is the last portion of this. And all of these portions are covered with this blood vessels, where the absorption and reabsorption phenomena. So here, how they are located, this Bowman's capsule is there. So this is a specific cortex. This cortex is highlighted here. So whatever the portion of Bowman's capsule, distal convoluted tubuli or proximal convoluted tubuli are located in cortex. In medulla loop of Henle is connected. And all these collecting ducts will try to pour the urine to the last portion. So they are just trying to recapping the structure of this 1 million units and several fragments. Why I am discussing this today? Because before you learn diuretics, it is more important to learn different structural framework of this functional filtering unit of kidney. So this is one of the video where I want to show to you people regarding the structure of nephron. After looking the structure of nephron, unit cell of kidney, we shall be going to functioning of this. I think I should show this video to previously to you. But I step में पहले ही आगे चला गया था. This should be the first video. These are the blood vessels, and there are several microorganisms you can see वो कोई कार्टून जो ड्रॉ किया है ना, वो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म है। जो हम खाना खाते हैं उसमें भी इन्फेक्शन जाता है, किसी की इम्यूनिटी ज्यादा हुई तो कोविड-19 वायरसेस ऑल्सो engulf, वो फूड में प्रेजेंट है, वो भी वाटर में प्रेजेंट है, और वो कोई सरफेस पे प्रेजेंट है, तो भी वो धीरे धीरे हमारे सिस्टमेटिक सर्कुलेशन में जाएगा। ये किडनी का फंक्शन है। So there are I'm showing one step back, and now I am showing the structure of this kidney. Urea, which is one of the toxic metabolite. Why urea? Because we the people are consuming, let us say, carbohydrates, proteins, which are made up of amino acids, ammonia, और सभी का मेटाबॉलिज्म होता है, then it will make what is called this urea. So large quantity blood vessels along with RBC, red blood cells, they contain these kinds of constituents, right? So this way, the function of kidney is more important because it tries to eliminate these kinds of proteins and amino acids metabolites, maybe urea, uric acid, और मे बी सम अमोनियम सॉल्ट्स। ये जो हार्पिक इन्होंने दिखाया है वो भी जो स्मेल जो which is used in removal of this smell in toilets, तो उसके लिए भी जब हम यूरिनल में जाते हैं और जिसकी वजह से स्मेल आती है, that is because of this urea. We cannot remove the urea spontaneously. We have to dissolve it in the form of some ammonium salts. But ammonia is more toxic. Urea is less toxic. Okay. So liver is a metabolic factory which performs this task, conversion of more toxic urea into less toxic, sorry, conversion of more toxic ammonia into less toxic urea salts. Ammonia is more toxic, NH3. Urea is NH2CO, NH2. Two molecules of ammonia clubbed with one carbon dioxide. That is, this is a function of kidney. There are two kidneys which are located at the back side of that. There is something called renal artery, renal vein, and it is approximately into 6 centimeters square in size. In a healthy individual, it is located at the back side and is shown in this position. Okay. So here, the kidney has. Sometimes we are having a lot of back pain, that is, or some urinal pain because of kidney stones because of this. The first portion is called hilum, where there is certain hall, renal vein will enter. इसलिए ऐसा कहा जाता है, renal vein is the only organ which contains impure blood, and renal artery is the only artery which contains pure blood. So this is the some only exceptional case with the renal artery and renal vein. One will take the blood in which is impure blood, which contains toxic metabolites, renal artery. Then it will come out because our blood is purified. It is now no urea. Maybe urea hoga, but less amount. Maybe more urea is and blood entering into the kidney through renal artery and renal vein, which will be coming out. Pure blood. Pure blood means I'm not talking oxygenated and deoxygenated. The blood, the kidney is not the organ to oxygenate the blood. Lungs are the organs to oxygenate the blood. So renal and kidney, both the words are in that king sometimes interchangeable with each other. Okay? So this is the way that functioning of kidney. Structure is it is composed of cortex, outermost portion, medulla, inner medium mid portion. The innermost portion is called as pelvis. Cortex, medulla, which is having renal pyramids shape, and pelvis. These are the major three. If we take the transverse section of kidney, this way we can see functioning of a structural anatomy of kidney. Friends, before learning diuretics, this is more important. It will help you to understand the diuretics. Let us try to recap whatever we learn in this through this document. Metabolism of protein and amino acid that produces the metabolic waste, and that is ammonia, which is not toxic and cannot be stored. Liver is an organ which will metabolize the ammonia to urea, and kidney is the organ to remove the excretory salts in the water. Blood vessels are known for purpose of this purification. Kidney is provided in outer cortex medulla. Central portion is called pelvis. So here is a conceptual task of structure and function of kidney. The structure and function of nephron we have already seen. Another video is with me to show you structure of nephron to you people, just to highlight this one more time because किसी को कोई doubt हो गया रह गया that will help you learn this objective structure of इसी किडनी के ऊपर जो ग्लैंड प्रेजेंट होते हैं ना उसको बोलते हैं एड्रिनल मीड्यूला एड्रिनल ग्लैंड which उसके भी दो पार्ट है एड्रिनल मीड्यूला और एड्रिनल कॉर्टेक्स इसमें भी हार्मोन बनता है एड्रिनालिन is a hormone created by adrenal glands but let us come to nephron first. This is the way that nephron is there, which is surrounded with blood vessels long and this shape of one nephron is shown to you. Loop of Henle, Bowman's capsule. This is like this. वो पहले आपको थोड़ा ट्रांसवर्स सेक्शन लेके दिया. Now this is a perfect animation. See how they have shown it. Glomerulus are there. They have covered. One vein is converting into so many branches. And this, हमारी सब उसका नया नाम बोला Malpighian body. So that this highlighted portion is called Malpighian body. Inner side of this Bowman's capsule. And having afferent arteriole which is coming outside, efferent arteriole which is going inside, efferent that is going inside. So that way the blood will be purified, it will through distal convoluted tubule, it will come to the loop of Henle from up downwards loop of Henle to upward loop of Henle. So this is descending loop of Henle and this is called ascending loop of Henle. Ascending means ऊपर जाना होगा. And this is a portion which is called distal convoluted tubule, and distal convoluted tubule will be there in contact collecting tubes, collecting duct, collecting tubule. And all these collecting tubules of 1, 2, 3 nephrons will enter into this duct of Bellini उसका नाम बोला. And then all these ducts of Bellini will enter into or will open up in renal pelvis and will create this. So absorption and resorption are the phenomena which can occur through this flow. Okay, so proximal tubuli which will reabsorb the water, salt, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, etc., etc. Glucose and amino acids. वहां से एब्सॉर्ब होती है फिर उसके कनेक्शन में जो ब्लड वेसल है उससे वो वापस ब्लड में चला जाता है. That is called reabsorption. When these tasks are done by these organs, distal convoluted tubuli, then they will create the urine like this. You can see the small salts, etc., are there into the urine. And finally, it will come to kidney like this, and then they will to this ureter. It will open up into the urinary bladder. Shown highlighted in yellow color for you people. Okay, so now they are trying to summarize the concepts. Let us stop for already we have learned these things. This is another video which will highlight you more and learn about the working of nephron. This is basically there that sometimes we are in conditions and we feel that diuresis is there. Then we go to the urinals or excretion of these components from the urine. उसका जो task है ना, that is much similar with our water purifier. Maybe it is either operating through UV, osmosis, etc. Reverse osmosis is a concept here. Outlet pipe and inlet pipes are there, but you get the pure water. Kidney का भी काम बिल्कुल वैसा ही है. It try to purify the blood. जो impure होगा वो यूरिन के माध्यम से with the medium of urine it will be excreted. So structure of nephron again we are highlighting. We have already learned this afferent artery. More similarly with this, जैसे मैंने बोला था ना वो चाय की छन्नी, चाय गिरवानी है, चाय करवानी है, गर्मी हो, same function is for this. Okay, already we have seen this filtration of so many compounds. Basically, this filtration is called ultrafiltration. Right, to squeeze the substance from the blood into garments. Okay, and filtration rate is 125 ml per minute, 180 liter per day, and this much is equal to a big water tank which is located at your house. Okay, so 180 लीटर पानी किडनी फिल्टर करता है. I mean to say it's 180 liters of this blood is there. So we the people are having so many kinds of this uh, important organs. इंसान चाहे कितना भी तरक्की कर ले वो इन साइंटिस्ट कभी खुद का ब्लड नहीं बना पाएंगे, साइंटिस्ट कभी खुद का हार्ट नहीं बना पाएंगे, खुद की किडनी कभी नहीं बना पाएंगे. These organs are only manufactured within ourselves since our birth, and these are all called the magic of the God. आप उसे खुदा कह दो, अल्लाह कह दो, भगवान कह दो, कोई और कोई भी नाम दे दो, but a human scientist will never be able to do these things. क्योंकि आईसीयू में जाते हैं ना तो पेशेंट को आईसीयू में रखते हैं तो उसको मास्क चढ़ाते हैं, उसका बीपी कंट्रोल करने के लिए, उसको हार्ट बीट कंट्रोल करने के लिए कितने भी इक्विपमेंट लगा दो, बट जो खुदा का किया हुआ जो करिश्मा है, दैट इज अवर बॉडी, दैट कैन नेवर बी मेड. इसीलिए इफ वी डू नॉट preserve these things, then we will mess up with these disorders. Sometimes hypotension, then sometimes failure of certain heart, failure of kidney, failure of sometimes brain. If we have wrong habits, किसी को बहुत ज्यादा टीवी देखने का शौक है तो फिर मेरी तरह आपकी तरह चश्मे जल्दी आ जाएंगे, because we do not preserve our eyes very well. किसी को अल्कोहलिज्म की हैबिट है तो अपने लीवर को खराब कर देगा, अपने किडनी को खराब कर देगा. किसी को बहुत बाहर का खाने का शौक है, these organs will not work properly. It is more important to preserve these organs, and once they are impaired, then medicines can help to cure them. So diuretics are the medicines which can be used to reduce the blood pressure. they are the perfect some of the choice of drugs in hypertension. क्योंकि हाइपरटेंशन में ब्लड का प्रेशर ऑलरेडी ज्यादा होता है, ब्लड के वॉल्यूम को कम करने से, यूरिनेशन ज्यादा करने से ब्लड प्रेशर कंट्रोल में आ सकता है. इन हार्ट फेलियर ऑल्सो these drugs are used. In cystitis or in kidney stones sometimes these diuretics are used. इसीलिए बोला जाता है drinking 1 liter in the early morning without doing brush, before doing brush, is the perfect medicine to preserve your kidney, maintain the regular functions of the kidney. You might have seen at your home is your father, sometime your mother or maybe grandfather, grandmother. वो एक छोटा सा है ना, वो made a kind of glass made up of copper. They used to fill it with water in the night, let us say before sleep, and used to drink that water kept in glass of copper in the early morning. એક તાંબાનો અથવા તો કઈ કેવો હશે ને કળશ એ ભરી રાખશે ઉપરમાં, રાત્રે મૂકી દેશે, સવારે વહેલા ઉઠીને બ્રશ કર્યા પહેલા એ પાણી પી લે છે. So that is a perfect medicine in all these kidney related disorders, and not only kidney related, also related to stomach and this conditions. Although 1 घंटे के बाद आपको यूरिनल जाना पड़ेगा, but this is a perfect medicines. And water is ultimately one of the powerful medicine above all the medicines. Okay? So this way, the kidney functioning we learn what already we have learned during either in our 12th science, 11th science, maybe during the first round. Here we just try to take the concerns of this. Now my objective is to you people to show the concepts of this diuretics. So one of the animation video is there where diuretics are there. Okay, so let us visit what are these diuretics. So there are so many classes of diuretics depending upon their mode of action. Carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, which is one of the important enzyme in Bowman's things, this proximal convoluted tubule, acetazolamide, that will inhibit this enzyme. Second class of drug is loop diuretics, furosemide, which act on loop of Henle. Third type of diuretic is thiazide diuretic, which act on distal convoluted tubule. The fourth type of diuretic is potassium sparing diuretic, spironolactone, which act on this another last organ, amyloride and spironolactone. So that way, whatever the urine is, that urination will be enhanced. Sodium excretion, which is called natriuresis, excretion of sodium ions into urine, that can be achieved with the help of this carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. The loop diuretics, they are more potent. They are also called high ceiling loop diuretics. They are more potent diuretics. Only 10 milligram, 5 milligram of this loop diuretics are sufficient. Then it comes to thiazide diuretics and loop diuretics. So all of these diuretics basically cause the excretion of urine. Loop diuretics are one of the potent diuretics among this. Then it comes to thiazide, chota sa urine, little amount of urine. Spironolactone, little amount. Acetazolamide and potassium sparing both are equal. This वो जो बीकर में था ना वो यूरिन करके वो दिखा रहे थे which diuretics can cause abundant diuresis. Now potassium balance. Look, diuretics are little for potassium. Then it comes to thiazides, carbonic anhydrase. Lastly, it may be this sodium excretion and potassium are these kinds of this. And this can cause either hyperkalemia or hypokalemia as a side effect. Because वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पोटाशियम आयन को ना यूरिन में एक्सक्रेट कर देंगे. Calcium balance is also important. So sometimes if we do not manage the diuretics and their dose, it can cause hypercalcemia, hypocalcemia. इसलिए the patients who are having osteoporosis, bone-related disorders, these people need to take more care. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. Loop diuretics can cause excretion of calcium ion, potassium ion, as well as sodium ions. Carbonate ion balance, that is also important. Not only all the positive sodium, potassium, calcium. Carbonate H3O minus carbonate ions are also more important. They can cause this kind of excretion. Carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. सबसे ज़्यादा बाइकार्बोनेट का जो एक्सक्रीशन करते हैं वो है this carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. All of these are videos which are fully available on YouTube. You can take the help of all of these to educate yourselves. I shall also upload with this so that it can be accessible to you. Otherwise, it is already there in this session. Okay. So let us stop up to this. We learn the concepts of functioning of kidney, nephron, the mode of action of these diuretics. In the next session, wherever we will have, which we shall be discussing, structures, the structure activity relationship of all these four class of diuretics along with their mode of action, side effects, etc. Okay, so let us stop with this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.